Let's keep going. Indianapolis, and I see undecided, Kyle, at quarterback here with the Tennessee Titans and Ryan Tannehill. Great win for the Titans last week as we see the opening lines differentiate. Pinnacle opened up at a 6. FanDuel, New Jersey opened up at a 3.5. But the consensus across the board is between 5s and 5.5s right now. See that as we put it up yesterday? When those games are getting done or still playing yesterday, they were sitting at 3.5. My, oh my, what a Colts injury at quarterback possibly does and a Tennessee Titans win, because the Titans look like they were on their way to getting blown out. Not so fast. King Henry is back. This could be a huge dent in the Colts side if they open up 0-3 on the season and take a loss to the Titans, who you figured they would be going head-to-head with down the stretch. 48s to 48.5. This is a hard one for me, Kyle, because until I see what's going on with Wentz, who had just reported by Adam Schefter, possibly both ankles sprained.
Only
how
him.
We're looking towards the only. Jeez, Kyle.
I mean, I just feel bad for that guy. Of course, he has both. How often do you see? Yeah, I got 2 sprained ankles. It just doesn't happen, right? One guy has a bad left ankle. Poor Carson Wentz. Of course, it's both of his damn ankles, and so this might be a spot. Like, look, we still have the COVID stuff, and it's tough to start betting earlier in the week. But this might, if you're going to get Jacob Eason at quarterback, and you're getting the Titans at home under a touchdown,
oh my God,
you got to jump on it, right? So. This might be a case. I might do that. I haven't done it yet this year, where I bet this early just in case that news comes out that it is going to be Jacob Eason. Xavier Rhodes will still be out. Maybe Darius Leonard's still banged up. And that number starts to climb. Because it's already jumped 2.5 points in 24 hours. It could jump another 2.5 points in the next 24 hours if the news on Carson Wentz isn't much better. So this might be a spot where you jump in earlier in the week. Get that under a touchdown. Titans at home. Backup quarterback Jacob Eason. That's going to be a long, long day for Colts fans.
Yeah, Cliff Young says Eason isn't the answer if Wentz is out. This is the issue I had, because if you looked at the first 2 weeks, Kyle, with Carson Wentz, the guy gives it all. He's like a crash test dummy out there. Ran 5 times, looked like he was diving for every first down. He was under siege the entire way. It's hard to hold up under 17 games. But the fact that they didn't get a backup quarterback for him, Eason looked good in preseason, and Sam Ehlinger, you got to be kidding me. You're right, Kyle. You're absolutely right. If news comes out that Wentz can't play, it's not staying under a touchdown. Jacob Eason is not going to lead this football team. And also leads me to my next question. If we're looking at some banged up, injury scenario situations, this is one of those games you probably would love the over. Frank Reich going up against the Tennessee Titans defense. He'd be able to scheme a great game plan if Carson Wentz is healthy. And then the Tennessee Titans offense has weapons all over the field. We'll see if Xavier Rhodes gets back here. But looking at that 48-49, if Eason's in the game, there's only one way to go here. It would be the under, because you're not getting into a shootout with Jacob Eason at quarterback, Kyle.
Yeah, I can't imagine that happening. Now, he could shock the world. Maybe he's the next Tom Brady. I didn't see that from the limited snaps he played yesterday. Again, as we go through the week, it's early on Monday, so we haven't had a chance to rewatch all the games yet.
Yeah.
As I know you do as well. So we'll have to kind of break that down a little bit. And look, the Titans defense is beatable. This is not a good defense. The Titans are going to be an over team all year. They're going to be able to score points, great running game, 2 fantastic wide receivers, a capable quarterback, but a really, really, really bad defense. If Wentz is healthy enough to go and you're going to get him for a full game, the 48 looks really, really enticing. But until it's not going to be Jacob Eason in quarterback, you just can't touch it. For me, I don't love taking sides. You know that. We love team totals. But Titans under a touchdown with a backup quarterback for the Colts makes a lot of sense right now.
Yeah, let me see what Bet365's got at here, because you could sort of, knock it down a point or two where you want to buy in, buy out of. And it looks like we got 20.5 for the Colts, 27.5 for the Titans. Now, if Wentz was healthy and plays, where I would be looking at this one. It would be all Colts for me, getting over that 21 number. But we don't know. And keep in mind, Wentz a tough character. If he's out there full practicing Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, there's no reason to believe he's not going to be out there Sunday. So something to certainly keep an eye on. You know what else to keep an eye on? 380 people watching here in the chat box. Awesome support, guys, for a Monday. Thank you guys for coming in and tuning in with us and talking a little NFL football as we structure our week. Had some good weeks so far here betting-wise. And, of course, we do everything. Somebody brought up a very good point here, because as we go through the week, we always give out our best bets on the show when they happen here. And Esteban, if you're behind the scenes right now and you can hear me, throw up that stamp of approval real quick so the people can actually see what that looks like when Kyle and myself, there it is. When Kyle and myself make an official play, that stamp will come up. But also keep in mind, both myself and Kyle on Twitter, at DFS Bachelor. Is it underscore in your DFS Bachelor or just DFS Bachelor?
Just DFS Bachelor.
At DFS Bachelor, and then myself, of course, at RightSide VP. We will have those pinned. If you look right now on my Twitter account, I still have my ones pinned from over the weekend. As I add plays or continue to make those plays, those will always be updated on my Twitter page. Same thing with Kyle. So if you tune into the show, you miss out, you couldn't make the show, you watched it back, you say, hey, my internet cut out here, always go back to the Twitter accounts. We'll have those official plays that we have in play that you should be certainly taking a look at. But that's a nice little seal of approval here. So looking once again at the Colts and saying like, we'll see what happens. Still a lot to be desired here, Kyle, as we wait for the quarterback news and information to come out.